Hello and good morning, Nigeria. Welcome. It's another edition of your premium breakfast show on TV.
That's right. It's the Tuesday edition of Wake Up Nigeria. We are here, and of course, well, going to be informing, entertaining, and inspiring you. Everything.
All about you.
Wrapped up in one show.
We're all about you and your world, and we want to help make it a little bit better. It's always a pleasure to be here every morning, giving you that little treat to start your day.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to be doing this again this morning. Just make sure you stick around on your screen till the end of the show. I'm Yomi Owope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson.
You know, when you mentioned gospel performance, I was wondering if she was going to perform in her underwear. You've seen that video, the video of...
No, maybe it's always epic. When Mary wants to say something,
the way she starts...
No, she has a story which we'll have to let her tell after this one. Whenever Mary opens her mouth, there's always something epic. Go ahead.
So this lady goes to a church to perform, and she's wearing just her underwear.
Why?
No way.
I'm serious. Just
where in Nigeria?
She looked really racy. No, not in Nigeria.
No, of course not.
And it's made everyone, even the church members, go like, "What is happening?
What
You're
is happening?"
In a
But
church.
didn't they see her before she went on stage?
Yeah, like
she isn't on backstage. She will pass.
No, somebody must have been there.
Someone should have seen her.
Someone.
She was wearing something like a coat. So I guess it was part of the performance. She had planned that when she gets on stage, she would just rip it up.
Right.
I'm ripping it up.
I would have just been like, hey.
I've actually seen nudists have church service.
Yeah, get married too. Have you seen a nudist wedding?
So nudists have church. They are Christian nudists.
Yes.
So they just believe that, look, we came like this, we were created like this, and due to the effects of sin, we started wearing clothes. So let's be how we were. And to them, that's what they believe in. And look, they come to church.
I don't know what I think about that. I'm confused. I'm taken
I'm
aback.
Okay, but Mary has a story to tell us about that. Mary, can you go ahead?
So
we're talking about it this morning.
Say something,
Which one?
This morning, the last one, the one our director was a part of, was privy to.
So this guy goes on a date with a girl, and she was naked, but he didn't know. Why?
What do you mean?
You know this body painting thing? So she was wearing jeans and a top, but painted.
Okay, it was painted
so
on her. Okay.
Throughout the date, the guy was clueless, like gisted and everything.
I saw the picture.
Now there's a possibility.
Are you kidding?
At a point, he probably thought probably forgot to wear a bra or something. But the guy just, acted like normal.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Nobody knew.
Suspect.
And I've seen there's some paint.
This was
artists.
in America?
Paint can be very
Of course,
realistic.
There are different times when they have a number of people walk out with body painting and you don't know they are nude.
Yes.
Pure body painting.
Yes.
They're that good.
Fantastic.
And you think they're wearing clothes. So what you think is that, okay, the person's wearing fitted clothes, very tight clothes. But all body painting, the person's stark nude.
But you know something, there was somebody this morning that wore clothes that looked like body paint. Until we had to tell her to go wear a skirt.
Okay, so, I mean, so a lot of nude talk this morning.
The truth is, it's kind of leads up to, where we're going to be talking about sex education with Izefwa and how to introduce this really interesting issue.
Yeah, and the little things, letting them know from the beginning what's important at every stage and every age.
And hopefully having a moral code.
Of course, Theremin Agua is here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. How you doing?
Good morning.
Okay, so now this is Tuesday, and Ruby she has made a sacrifice to be here this morning. She has 3 beautiful ladies here just outside behind the camera watching her kids, but then she's going to be late to drop them to school just because of you. Just to make sure that you work out this morning. So Ruby, what do you have for us this morning?
Okay, so it's a cardio kind of day today. You know, heart pumping, pulse raising kind of thing.
All
but
right.
Still hit.
Wow.
So it's going to touch all the fat.
By the way, this superwoman just ran this morning. Superwoman, the Wakanda type. Take it away.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Theremin Agua here. So we'll have cardio for you today, HIIT style cardio. It's 7 moves. We're going to do 10 reps each and then 5-second active rest. So let's go. Let's just do a little warm up first. Anything that tickles your fancy, just do it, just to wake up the central nervous system. And then the first move actually is called skaters. So let's go. Are we ready? Left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 5-second rest. Let's go. 5 seconds. And then jumping jacks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then 5 seconds active rest. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then mountain climbers on the floor. Everybody, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, active rest. 5 seconds. Breathe in. Make sure you're breathing in as you're doing this. So, high knees, everybody. 10 reps. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Active rest. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, the next one is called squat double punch. Double punch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the last one, after the 5-second active rest, burpees. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! See?
Okay.
I bet you're feeling it.
All right, all right. So what were we able to achieve this morning with all of this?
Okay, general waking up of the central nervous system.
Okay.
And like I said, pulse raisers.
Wow, I feel like T'Challa here with these ladies, man. Like, I feel like they can take anybody. Thank you very much,
Thank you very much.
Now, while she has to rush off to take her kids to school, let's head to the kitchen, of course. And Mary is on standby. What do you guys have for us this morning in the kitchen?
Thank you very much, Mike. All right, you're welcome again to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And what we have for you today is so amazing. You'd be like, something so simple with something so complicated a name. Well, I've got Chef Onyade right here with me on Onyade Kitchen. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So what are we making today?
So this morning we'll be making chipsi, mayai, and kachumbari. So I'll be taking it to East Africa.
It's a good thing Africa. I warned you. What did you call it again?
Chipsi, mayai, and kachumbari.
Okay.
I'll be taking you to East Africa.
To Kenya?
Yeah, Kenya. Oh. And what it basically means in Swahili is that chipsi mayai is chips and egg omelette. That's what it means in Swahili.
Mayai is omelette.
Yes.
Okay.
Chips and egg omelette. Then kachumbari simply means raw tomatoes and onion salad. Other things will be added to it, but basically what it means is onions, fresh tomatoes and onion salad.
Okay.
That's kachumbari.
All right, so let's go over the ingredients.
So this is potato. Irish potato.
You can make it of sweet or it has to be Irish.
Irish potato.
Irish potato.
Yes.
Great.
And then there's cucumber, there's parsley, bell peppers, onion, tomatoes, rodo.
Okay.
This is lemon juice. This is honey, olive oil, cooking oil. We're going to be using avocado. Minced, this one is minced garlic and ginger.
Okay.
Yeah, we're using our seasoning cubes, our Maggi, our black pepper.
That's
and
salt?
Eggs, yes. Salt and black pepper.
Okay, so what's the first thing we'll do?
So first, we're going to fry the Irish potato.
Okay. Is it going to be just light frying or...?
It depends on how you want it, but I'm going to do mine to be deep frying.
I hope you didn't miss the ingredients on your screen. If you missed it, don't worry. We'll bring it back much later so you can be able to scribble them down, okay?
Yeah, and before this, I already added salt in it for taste.
Okay. Just salt?
Yeah,
nothing else?
Nothing else, just salt.
So, it's just like making fries?
Yes.
Chipsi mayai.
And kachumbari, right? Yes.
With
kachumbari.
Kachumbari. Interesting, that one. Seeing this avocado reminds me of a current trend. It's a trend I came across last week, and it has to do with people proposing with Avocados. You know, that's why I was asking if you're going to use both sides. So what happens is they take this out.
Okay.
So it's closed like this. And then the guy either gives the lady the avocado to eat, and she opens it, wants to eat it, and then sees the ring in it. Or he goes down on one knee and proposes instead of using it on our case. It's something that is trending right now. I wonder how many people will make use of avocados for marriage proposals. Probably like, can you eat it dirty? You know, it's very dirty.
Yeah.
Go get something else. All right. So for how long are you going to leave that to fry?
Like 10, 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. That's a long time. So let's talk about what else you're going to do. When this is fried, what would you do?
So I would thinly slice this, the bell peppers.
You could start with it.
Yes, that's what I want
So
to do.
you slice it
yes, the bell
thinly.
pepper, thinly.
Then what else?
Then after this, I'm also going to add in my rodo.
Okay.
Because of we Nigerians, we like spicy foods.
Yeah.
So after that, I'm going to stir fry a bit. I just need it to cook.
Okay.
Okay, then from there, I'll be putting in this.
Okay.
Then from there, I'll put my eggs and then I'll be taking it to the oven.
Oh, you're baking it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a normal frittata or plantain frittata or potato frittata.
Okay. So the kachumbari gets the black pepper or the
the dressing. The dressing.
Oh, this is for the dressing?
Yes.
Are you still making use of salt for the dressing?
I'm going to use salt for the dressing. So.
Okay.
Yes.
So avocado's going to which one?
It's going into the salad.
The salad, okay. Parsley goes into the salad as well. Cucumber goes into the salad as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the chipsy mayai, what counts is the eggs. Now, you have two kinds of oil here.
Yes.
Is there a reason for that? You have
I'm using
olive
one.
oil?
Yeah, I'm using one for frying. Then I'm using one for dressing. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're making chipsy mayai. As well as kachumbari. The ingredients are currently on your screen. You may want to check them out. Chipsy mayai and kachumbari. Lemon juice, black pepper, bell peppers, honey, onions, cooking oil, seasoning cubes. Chipsy mayai requires avocado, tomatoes, Irish potatoes, cucumber, parsley, eggs, salt. Well, those are the ingredients for the meal today. And in case you missed it earlier, she was trying to tell us that chipsy mayai actually just consists more of the Irish potatoes and eggs. And she's going to be baking the eggs, right? That's what you said?
Yes, I will.
Yeah. And then, of course, we have the kachumbari, which is a salad. And it consists more of tomatoes and onions, as well as other things. So these are the thin strips. I believe you're going to cut all three of them that way.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, while she cuts everything into tiny strips and, of course, gets the onions, the pepper, the tomatoes, everything ready, we will go for a short break now, okay? And, of course, we will be right back. Stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. Well, we promised you some music, and here we are. I have with me Dorcas Theremin Agua, who is a gospel artist, songwriter, and music tutor. Wow. She is an undergraduate of the University of Benin studying political science and public administration, but obviously she's more interested in music. And she's won several awards for incredible songs and has one of the top airplays on the radio in Benin City. Hey, Dorcas, are you ready for us?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's do this.
Proceed on the beats. I have gone astray from your ways, oh Lord. Oh, I have done things I'm not proud of, oh God. I wish I can turn back the hands of time. It will be different. It will be different this time. Here I am, please take my hands. Make me your own. I can't do this alone. Fill me with your grace. Fill me to run your race. Fill me with your righteousness, so I thirst no more. Fill me with your grace. Fill me to run your race. Fill me with your righteousness, so I thirst no more. So I thirst no more. So I thirst no more. Right now, oh Lord, I wanna dwell in your presence. I wanna be your love and compassion. I wanna be a soul with Lord. I wanna be your glory. I wanna make you proud. It's my very King. I wanna make you proud. It's my only God, 'cause you are my everything. Oh Lord, yeah. Fill me with your grace. Fill me with your grace. Fill me to run your race. Fill me with your righteousness, so I thirst no more. Fill me with your grace. Fill me to run your race. Fill me with your righteousness, so I thirst no more. So I thirst no more. So I thirst no more. Oh Lord, I am very grateful. Lord, I appreciate you. Lord, I am very thankful. God, yeah, I am. Oh Lord, I am very grateful. Lord, I appreciate you. Lord, I am very thankful. Yeah. For your grace, I know I'm hopeful. For your grace, I know I'm saved. Yeah, no. I know, yeah. For your grace, I know I am hopeful. Yeah, I know I'm saved. Yeah, I know I'm free. Yeah, I know I'm blessed. Yeah, fill me with your grace. Fill me to run your race, my keeper.
Whoa! Amazing. You had us all lifting holy hands behind the camera. Beautiful song.
Thank you
beautiful.
very much.
Absolutely amazing. Dorcas, you know, it's that was a beautiful song, and you know, your voice was carrying through, you know, and we could hear that passion coming through. You're a music tutor, right?
Yes, sir.
So what's the first thing you look for in when a young person comes to you and they want to learn how to sing?
Okay, first of all, ask them, are you decisive about it? Do you have a passion for it? Can you do it? The first thing is drive, passion. I mean, I ask them that first before.
So do you have like structured classes, or you do one-on-one with people?
One-on-one with people.
Okay, one-on-one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a video out. So what's the next thing for you?
Working on a song very soon. Planning on working with Nathan Ibasi for a song. Yeah, a song titled Hallelujah, actually. We're working on that.
All right, so tell us a bit about your inspiration, because I can feel a lot of that. You're pushing out some soft rock there, and there's a couple of, I'm feeling also some flavor from some other genres as well. So tell us about your inspiration.
Yeah, I'm inspired by my mom, then my elder brother who's also a rapper, my family. My family.
So your family is like a musical family?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm just inspired by it, inspired by situations, you know, and, you know, when I go through some stuff, I just want to sing, and then...
Well, you're very young. I mean, what are the things that you go through? I mean, come on. Right? But anyway, I mean, it's so good to have you here. Hopefully you'll join us once again. I mean, your voice is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dorcas.
Yeah.
All right, so we're heading over to the couch where Titi and Izefwa are ready for us to discuss how to talk about sex education with our children. Hey, Titi.
Thank you so much, Yomi. Now, this is a delicate conversation. Now, Izefwa is back, and we're talking about how to have conversations with your kids, especially when it has to do with sex, sexuality, and basically sex education. It's not an easy task for most parents. How and what we should teach our children about sex education, and when we should start teaching and talking to them about these things, those are the questions. Parenting and family life expert Izefwa Ehia Williams is here to discuss this very important topic.
Very delicate, but very necessary topic.
Wow. So I think we should just jump right in.
Yes.
Sex education. Why is it important for parents to have this kind of conversations with their kids?
Okay, so I'm going to take it a different way.
Okay.
I think sex education is important, not necessarily because of abuse.
Okay.
Because that's what's buzzing. We feel that because of the prevalence of abuse right now, we should begin to educate our children sexually. That is one reason. But the major reason is because we are sexual beings.
Okay.
And because we are sexual beings, just the way you educate your child about every other thing, a child begins to grow and you let the child know, learn about their hands, learn about their nose, learn about their eyes. The same way, a human sexuality is part of the human.
Okay.
We should have the conversation. That is one reason. Another reason is because culture right now is sexualizing our children very early. The media.
Talking about pop culture.
Pop culture. The media is sexualizing our kids. As little as 2-year-olds, you can't even allow them just watch anything, even in the regular children's channel.
Yeah.
Because everything is teaching our kids about sex and their sexuality. So we need to be mindful what we want them to learn, not just because of today, but because of their future.
Okay.
What do we want them to know about sex, and what do we want them to know about their sexuality? Is it good or bad?
Okay, so I feel like there's also that opposing question of what don't we want them to know?
All right.
And then the stigma behind actually having that conversation maybe too early or probably too late. So let's go forward.
So Titi, with the stigma, there should be no stigma anymore. We are all aware of what's going on in the society right now, but it's not even what's going on right now. It's what has always been. I think that the presence of the media, even social media, is making us realize this thing is there, but we think it's happening now. I have clients who were sexually abused as early as 1-year-old, and these clients are in their 40s. So imagine 40 years ago, we had these challenges, but we now know, right? So you talked about what should they not know about their sexuality. They should know everything.
They should know everything.
They should know everything in stages and in phases. A research was carried out, and out of 1,900 teenagers, they found out that out of them, 90% of these teenage girls were not sexually educated by their parents. Their parents had not told them anything.
Wow.
Anything about it. So who tells them? But they are aware. Friends tell them. And how people tell them is based on what the people want and what the people know.
Okay, so I'm of the opinion that I would prefer to be able to give that education than have someone else give it.
Absolutely.
But then as a parent, I'm thinking, okay, so what age is the best time to start having this conversation?
When your baby is born, you notice when your baby is trying to touch their hands. And what do? You communicate your hands.
Okay.
You notice just the way you teach every other part of the body. The first step is for you to even be comfortable saying, this is your penis and this is your vagina. A lot of times we shy away from that. And the truth is, when we are uncomfortable even mentioning these private organs, we are communicating the discomfort to our children.
Okay.
We are saying to them, you know, I always talk about what they learn that we do not say, what we are not saying. We're saying to them that this is an uncomfortable thing to talk about.
Okay.
So a child that is now exposed to a predator or someone trying to molest or do anything, in themselves, they already realize this is not a comfortable conversation to have. So how am I going to tell mommy? How am I going to tell daddy?
So in other words, the fact that you found discomfort discussing it means that if for any reason they had something they needed to share, they wouldn't be able to reach out.
Because you have not made it open that this is a normal conversation we should have. I think that we should project into the future, like I always say, look at the goal. What is the goal? Why do I want to teach my child about sexuality?
Okay.
First, to keep you safe. And secondly, even for your future, you should know, for example, we lie to our children. Like I always say, we say sex is bad. Sex is not bad. It is not bad because we think that way. It is not. If it's bad, then why are we getting married? Why are we having it in our marriages? It is not a good or bad issue. It is a harmful issue when you do it at the wrong time.
Okay, so I want to give a perspective now. A 2-year-old probably is just learning to talk, learning parts of the body. Are you saying that as you teach, oh, these are my eyes, these are my ears?
Yes.
Okay.
This is your penis and this is your vagina, plain.
Okay.
Why is it hard to say? What really? The other day I put up sometimes, someone said, why should I tell them this is their penis and this is their vagina? I'm like, why should you not? It is just, it's an organ of the body, the way you have your tummy and the way you have every other part. This is your breast. Communicate that discomfort and make them know that I can have this conversation with you. If anything is going wrong, because the truth is someone else is going to tell them. And then the flip side is, should there be a likely predator and something is going on, if the teacher in class, for example, or if another parent or the caregiver does not know that what you call it is kokoro, and they're communicating kokoro, how would they know what's going on?
I want to go back to something you said about describing parts of the body. When a baby, you know, probably notices their hand or part of their body, you know, parents often, you know, start pointing out what these things are. But I've noted over quite a lot of time with conversations with parents is that they're not even having conversations in general
with their children.
With children. They're not giving children the chance to actually learn much from them because they're too wrapped up in their own world.
We're too busy. We're too busy. We're too busy. And the thing is, every day presents opportunities for us to have conversations in very little things and very big things. So just being in that space where you know that you are the angel in the life of your child. You are that God-sent person to prepare that child for the future.
Okay.
Even when it comes with the issue of sex education and sexuality, like I started, while we talk about abuse, let's remember that you're preparing this girl, you're preparing this boy to step into a relationship in the future. And we even have a lot of marriages that have issues with their sexual lives because that was a conversation that was taboo. They never had it. So now it's difficult. So that is another reason. Like you said, we need to have conversations with everyday opportunity. I would also add that there are times when your child even comes to communicate to you that another little boy or girl touched their pants. Okay. What we do is we either shame our child, we scream at them, don't you ever let somebody touch your pants. No. That is the time to breathe, to calm down, and use that opportunity, like you said, for a conversation. Okay. Seek every opportunity to educate, to talk about these things.
And of course, you know, there's never really time to continue conversations like this. There's a difference between starting conversation and finishing it. We haven't finished it. We're going to have to finish it. And hopefully, if you have some questions on how to start, we know that Izefo is always there to give us a helping hand. We have an email. You can send mails to us. Explain your story. That's wakeupnigeria@tvccommunications.tv, I believe. Oh, rather, let me take it again. That's wakeupnigeria at tvcontinental.tv. And as soon as you send in your mails, we will continue this conversation with your questions next week. We have to go over to the kitchen now, and Mary with Chef Onyade are right there. Thank you so much, Izefwa, for being here.
All right, you're welcome back to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. As you can see, Chef Onyade has been super busy. She's been doing a lot of stuff right here. So what's the next step?
So,
before you go on, what are we making again today?
Chipsy, mayai, and kachumbari. So the chips is fried.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I want to fry this.
That's hot oil?
Yes.
Just a bit of it?
Yes.
Okay. This is you making the stir fry?
Yes.
So the vegetables have been cut into thin strips. What did you say?
For the omelette.
For the omelets, yeah. Okay. So what goes in next?
I'll put just a pinch of my ginger and
garlic. Why just a
bit.
pinch? You don't want it to
I don't want
overpower
it to, yeah.
Okay. So where would this go to?
Inside this too.
It's still going inside?
Yes.
But not just yet?
But not much. We're not putting much because it's also going to be in the eggs too.
Okay.
It's usually good the eggs have more of the seasoning.
Okay. Why is that?
Because the egg is more than all the ingredients there.
Okay. So what goes in next?
Seasoning cube.
Is there a reason you're soaking this?
Yes, I'm soaking
it. Is this vinegar or water?
No, just water and salt.
Okay.
I'm soaking it just to reduce the sharpness. We're going to be eating it raw.
Oh.
So the water and salt will reduce the sharpness of the onion.
So what this means is that when you cut your onions up, you soak it
for like about 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes, okay. So you soak it in salt water for 30 minutes, just so as to reduce the tang in it. Okay. This will go on for how long?
I don't want it to fry too much, but I want it to cook a bit.
A bit, okay. Yeah, so on your screen right now is the onions in water, getting ready for all the tanginess to leave it, just so that it doesn't hurt too much, especially for those who don't like onions much. All right, so the reason we haven't cut this up yet is because these vegetables are coming in for the salad much later. So we're leaving them there. This is the potato, it's been fried. Can you go over the ingredients again, please?
For the chipsy mayai, chips, eggs, bell pepper, rodo. Basically, that's...
The ingredients are currently on your screen. Okay. Chipsy, mayai, and kachumbari. Just check out the ingredients and scribble it down if you missed it earlier. Okay, so that's for the chipsy mayai. Then for the kachumbari?
Basically, it's...
everything else. Okay, go over it now. You have some people might not have access to seeing the screen right now.
Tomatoes, raw tomatoes, onion, avocado, parsley. We're going to be using this
black pepper and olive oil.
And
the lemon and the honey.
And the honey for...
This is
using it for dressing, yes.
Wow, okay.
Using it for the dressing.
Okay. Is it cooked now?
I want it to cook a bit.
Okay.
There's rodo in it, so...
There's rodo in it?
Yes.
So you want it to cook well?
Yeah.
It's part of life now. We'll bite our tongue. So after this, what goes in? Let's just quickly go over the process.
We're going to put in the potato now.
The potato,
yes,
then what else?
The eggs.
The eggs?
Yes,
then stick it in the oven to bake. Wow. So we're having baked eggs today, not your regular fried eggs. I guess that's the idea of the chipsy mayai. You fry your chips, you know, stir fry the vegetables, pour in the chips, break in the eggs, and voila, stick it in the oven. And when it's cooked, you're ready. All right, we'll go over right now to Mike for tech. Hi, Mike.
Thank you, Mary and Chef Onyade. Wonderful, wonderful. I can't wait for what you guys are cooking up there. But then we've got tech news today. Normally, it's been a while we've done tech news. Oh, yeah. Of course, and I've got Dave in the house. Great to have you. It's always great to have Dave in the house. Okay, so tech news. What's up first?
Well, let's start from our local scene.
Yeah, okay.
We'll taking a look at Social Media Week.
Social Media Week.
Yeah, that started yesterday.
Why is that? Why is Social Media Week important?
It's probably the biggest tech event in Africa right now.
Okay.
Yeah, where we talk about tech and events, you know. The Social Media Week Lagos heads onto its 6th year after a successful 2017 edition that saw over 15,000 attendees across the week and had a global audience that reached about 454 million. That was last year.
That was last year.
Absolutely.
So we're expecting bigger numbers this year.
Definitely going to be a huge one, and we're having a lot of facilitators. I mean, a lot of speakers, you know, from all over the world coming
all over the world.
Absolutely.
Okay, so are they teaching us how to use social media better, or are they just informing us of what is in the social media space?
This is more like opening us up to opportunities, to new innovations, and to the new ideas that are now trending in the tech world.
Tech world. Great one.
Tech world.
Great one. Nice one. Nice one. Now, moving on from that, this next news story is very interesting. It could be entertainment, but this is quite cool. Dave,
Snapchat's parents talk plummeted after Kelly Jenner tweets.
Now, that is some. Now, you know, I was talking with some friends and they said, this is the real social media influencer.
Can you imagine
this is the type.
a tweet wiping out $1.3 billion US in one day?
In one day. How did this happen?
Anyway, Snapchat's parent company lost about $1.3 billion in a market value on Thursday after reality star Kelly Jenner tweeted that she was no longer using the messaging service.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey! Go Kylie. This is something else. So now, after her tweet, now there was some response from her followers. She has quite a lot, she's one of the most followed people on social media.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the point is that there was some sort of people didn't, you know, they didn't vibe with that particular update.
No, there was an update.
Yeah.
They changed some, you know, graphics
Some
and all of
features and all of
that,
that,
and
yeah.
then she was not so cool with it.
Wow.
I remember this lady gave birth early this month, and she
month.
tweeted about her daughter, and that post happened to be the most liked post on any social media platform ever in history.
So now the point we're trying to make is that if this social media companies, if they're about to update stuff like that, they should go to the real influencers and talk to them.
You know,
make sure that they are on the same.
It's not just about
better testing.
Yeah, it's not just about your app. It's not just about your company. How about the users? How about the people who are, you know, making it happen for you?
They're the most important.
They're the most important people you should consider before just heading on to, you know, some updates that may not.
I hope you've learned from that. Then moving on now, we've got Jamb in the news. Now this is quite interesting. What's up with Jamb?
So if your word is preparing for Jamb, you need to take note of these.
Okay.
There are about 16 items that have been banned by Jamb that you cannot bring to the exam.
16. Can you
16 of
sharp,
them.
can we just run through them?
Okay, basically these are tech items. They're talking about you cannot come in with wristwatches.
Okay.
You can come with pen or biro. You can come in with mobile phones or similar electronic devices. You can come in with spy reading glasses, which should be scrutinized. You can come in with calculator, of course. You can come in with USB, CD, hard drive, but that is not all. You can come in with a camera, recorder, microphone, earpieces, smart lenses, smart rings and jewelries.
See, just come in without clothes. That's what they're just trying to see, because anything can happen.
You can't even come in with any Bluetooth device.
All right, cool, great one. Let's move on from that. Now, this one interests me. Steve Jobs is in the news.
Will you believe at some point?
Posthumously.
Will you believe at some point Steve Jobs was looking for a job? I mean, he was an applicant.
Well, definitely.
He was an applicant at some point, just 3 years before launching Apple. Yeah.
Wow.
And this guy didn't have a phone, as at the time he was applying for this job. I mean, they asked him to give his phone number. He said none.
He didn't have a phone.
He didn't have a phone.
Okay, so now the news is that this application letter
is going on
is
auction.
out.
Yeah, it's going on auction, and it's likely going to be sold for as much as $50,000 US.
Wow.
Yeah, and the interesting part really that touched me was that this guy didn't have a phone, and he's going to be the guy that would define what phone should be.
What phone should be. I know the funny thing, he was sacked from the board of his company.
Yeah.
And then later on came up, started another company that bought his own. So he has a wonderful story, Steve Jobs. But then great one.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Our final story.
Now,
cryptocurrency has been in the news for a long while.
Oh, yes.
What do you have about cryptocurrency?
Now, if you've been investing in cryptocurrency, you want to take a listen to this.
You should.
Yeah, because now what they call crypto jackers are now mining cryptocurrencies, you know, from websites, from servers. Illegally.
Because now I'd done a little bit of research on cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
Now cryptocurrencies are mined by solving some sort of equations
complicated
and all of that,
maths.
complicated math equations and all of that.
Yes.
But now I knew that it's going to be subject to hacking, definitely.
Well,
it's a man-made system.
It's been one of the selling points for cryptocurrency has been that you can hack into it. That's been the selling point. But now we're seeing crypto jackers coming up with ideas, you know, rather than mining legitimately by solving complicated maths problems. Now they're hijacking servers and hijacking computers, taking on all the things that are already.
You know what happens? I wish we could
system,
continue, but then we have to stop. They can hit you up on social media.
Absolutely. At DigiSpace David.
DigiSpace David. Any updates, anything you want to know concerning any of the stories we took this morning, you can hit him up on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and he'll get across to you. Thank you very much, Dave.
Thank you so much
for having you.
All right. Then.
Okay, so let's move on and still wake up Nigeria. Don't go nowhere. We'll take a break. When we get back, it's part 2.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning, Nigeria.
Somebody's happy.
Wake up, Nigeria. Time for your favorite breakfast show.
Yeah, this is the show that gives you the spice to start your day. All right, people.
So I get on the couch.
Some giggles.
Guys are mischievous.
And Yomi gives me this.
Of course.
We saw something in the paper.
You should be the one to tell everybody about it.
All right, so we've got a story in the paper.
It's not a story, it's an ad.
It's an ad. It's not a cheap ad because
it's an expensive ad, actually.
Yeah, it's actually a quarter page.
Yeah.
He really needs it.
It says, widower needs to remarry. He's a retired Nigerian American. And is looking for a wife. So
he puts all our specs there.
All the specs are there.
Okay, just read some specs, please.
Age range should be between 40 and 60. Height should be 5'5" to 5'10". Just keep it real. Just keep it real. Education has to be HND, BSc or higher. Hey! Because you need to be able to communicate with me at a higher level.
People are applying. People that have husband, they're applying. Don't try to.
She needs to be light or fair-skinned.
So
all the melanin popping, she just lean back. Lean back
okay.
Because light skin. And employment, she doesn't have to work because I got it covered. Right?
Yeah!
Got it covered. Okay.
Oh no, but this is really interesting.
Wait now. Come back, let's finish.
Okay.
This is item F. Residence. Widower resides both in Nigeria and the US. So automatically, that's US citizenship for you.
So thoughts about this. Wait. As a Nigerian, I'm thinking.
Wait now, you're not finished.
Wait. If interested, please send your details.
There's an address there.
There's an address and a phone number, everything. And your photograph, very important to demonstrate that you're actually light-skinned, because that's a main feature.
I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about this because there are a lot of... No, I'm not thinking about applying. I said thinking about this from a... I'm trying to play...
Because you're light-skinned, though.
Exactly,
I'm trying to think from devil's advocate.
And you're 5'10".
But she's not at 40.
Really?
Oh, right.
40. So.
But I guess he's trying to speed up his chances because of his age. Because when you think about it, he's also of an age range that is, he's quite advanced in age.
He's retired, yeah.
And in the end, if he doesn't go this far, he might not get a wife quickly. That's if it's a true ad. And it's not something untoward, like what Mary said something now.
I did not say it.
Mary said something.
Right
a quarter page in The Guardian is over 100,000 naira. So this is somebody
it's a serious advert right there.
He's really looking for a wife.
What he's talking about. And I think this is going to trend today.
I hope he finds what he's looking for.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right.
All the best.
Welcome back. It's great to have you. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and we are on to one of the most interesting parts of the show. It's entertainment news, and I've got the one and only honeypot in the house.
So I would have actually chopped knuckle.
Man, your shoes are beautiful.
Thank you. Like I'm getting married today.
Like this is the type Cinderella forgot. Like you picked it after Cinderella forgot it, right?
No, well, perhaps I did, but then I don't want to wear black, and I think I already have many colors right here.
Okay, so straight up, I have quite interesting stories today.
Yes.
And we're starting off with Femi Kuti. Now, a number of people knew about this, but what is the story?
Okay, so Femi Kuti was talking about his father,
Okay.
just pushing him out there and saying that he should just find his way, and that he hated that about his father because he found it very difficult, and he still finds some things in his life difficult at this point. Okay, and then it was saying that Fela actually had formal training when it comes to music, but he did not have a formal training. And so Fela could twist anything and it became magic, you know, but he he struggles, but at the end of the day, he succeeds. But he's not going to do the same to his children, especially his son, Made. And he was saying that he's having a formal training from him at the moment, and that, you know, his music is going to be different from Fela's, and is going to be different from his
own. Okay, now, I think it's a case of tough love. You know, what works for one might not work for the other. And I think that in the long run, it worked out for him well. Because he has made a success of himself.
Yes, because he said that again. He mentioned that. He said, what if it did not work for him while he was trying to find his way?
So the point of the story is that he hated his father as a because of that. So those of you that hate your parents...
No, do not even say that he hates his father as a whole. Perhaps he did not just like that about his father, the decision.
All right, so moving on from that now, this is one of the first times that I will hear a story about G-Mike and smile and say, nice one, man. G-Mike, what's up with him?
So I like the fact that G-Mike had to say that he was a terrible singer.
Honeypot, you've interviewed thousands, maybe millions of singers and all of that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Really?
Okay, I mean, I can be a mess.
That's it. Okay, you've interviewed thousands of singers, and it's quite rare to see a singer come up and say, or somebody who had sung at any point in time.
Because
to say,
it was never a singer. You know, he told us that he just ventured into it.
But there are many people that ventured and they made it out of, even if it was not what they wanted to do.
Don't forget that during that interview, he said that there are so many people, even in the music industry, that don't know the craft, and they're making waves more than because they understand what the industry, what the people want, and this, and it's a showbiz, and they just bring all the, you know, showbiz to it, and at the end of the day.
You want to find out what's making honeypots feel like that? Just listen to a bit of this.
Please, I don't play the game. J.I. unthing this treatment.
So school, man. I don't have any problem with this, yeah?
So he did that song with Two-Face, and he said that he knew that he couldn't sing. But then he couldn't sing. A lot of actors too, you know, tell us these days that they just want, I mean, they are artists. They can sing. Yes, they are artists because they are actually actors, but then that they can sing. Some of them we've heard, and then we were like, okay. And some
there are plenty.
Okay.
Even Honorable Desmond did it yourself.
Yes, trying.
Did you see that one?
He's trying.
And to sing Pawara. No. But okay, but then cool one from Jamaica, right?
But I liked the fact that he said that there are some people in the industry, the music industry, who do not really have the talent, and they're making waves than the talented ones, and then you just keep wondering. I mean, Nigerians, you're fond of saying that, oh, they don't have good music out there. They're not even churning out good. But then we would patronize or would listen to all those ones that you call jollof music. And at the end of the day, you'd not listen to those ones who are really making.
All right. Okay, now still talking about music. J. Cole is expected in Nigeria to perform alongside Wizkid and Davido. Why is this, if it is, why is it a big story?
Well, I don't know why it is a big story, because it is not the first time we're having a foreign artist perform in Nigeria. And, well, I don't know, because we've even had people with, you know, Grammys, like, yes, he's been nominated, you know, but then we've had people who had the awards come to Nigeria.
Which artist will come that will make you go, ah?
Okay, maybe I'm not starstruck. I don't get starstruck like that.
So which one? There's no one that will come that will make you go.
No. I'm not saying that there is no one that would come that make me go. But then I don't know. Sometimes I pinch myself. Maybe I pinch myself to ask myself whether I'm still a human being or something of that sort.
I'll pinch you more to confirm. Okay.
But then.
All right. So moving on from that, AMVCA is back. Now it was thought that they would not be around, because normally award season is February. February, end of January.
March. Yes,
it's always March. It's always February.
And it's going to be the 6th edition.
Exactly. So, but then They're moving it now to September.
Yes, they are, because they mentioned two reasons. They said because of World Cup and because of Big Brother Niger. You know, you have to really look at the calendar and look at what's happening, because you don't want some things to just take the shine off your, you know, own event or your own program. So that's the reason. And they're having 27 categories this time around. 7 would be left to people, you know, to vote, and then viewer's choice, and then yes, and then the remaining 20 would be left
Okay, now,
to
but
the
now
judges.
this hits. Now look at it. It is called African Magic Viewers' Choice. It's supposed to be Viewers' Choice Awards, right? So, but then now you're not having a majority of the awards being decided by a panel that we don't know so much. That is the difference between awards in Nigeria or Nollywood and awards in Hollywood. Now, in Hollywood, you have the Association of Motion Picture Arts and Science, the AMPAS, that organizes the Oscars. You know that this committee is made up of over 6,000 people who vote. You understand? People, cinematographers, directors, producers, and all of that who vote for this. But for this one, it is thrown out to the public. Making it being a Viewer's Choice Award, is it a real yardstick for excellence in Nollywood?
Well, you'd say with every award, you would always have people say positive and negative things. But I think so far they have tried, because if you look at, I mean, it's the main award in that sector. People are always looking forward to it. And I would say again, when it comes to awards, you know, you can never say that this is the yardstick, because you will still find people who have been working hard and never get awarded. And then you still find people who have not, according to some people, have not done so much, and they are being awarded.
Thank you. It's always great having to pick your mind when it comes to entertainment issues. All right. So that's all we can think. Thank you very much on the pot.
Thank you.
All right. So now let's head up to a performance. Of course, Doing Solar is standing by with Mary. What do you guys have for us?
All right. It's about time for Doing Solar to give us a performance. She is a Nigerian musician who is gaining attention as a promising Afropop artist in the Nigerian music industry. She started a music career in 2007 edition of the reality music show Star Quest, and debuted her first single in 2015 with a single titled Bami Dele. How are you today, Doing Solar?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, we're looking forward to having something better than pop your hands.
You know.
Yeah, let go.
Don't get it twisted, it's poverty on the beat.
Sugar the sweet, but I go is better. Vodka the shock, but by me is better. Pasashi kushi pateko, but Niger made is pay. Brazilian yeah they fine, but Shuku is finer. Wombalamba skill lie, skill lie. Wombalamba skill lie, skill lie.
Kariga lo bini o, akoka lo tomi o, pako lele. Leki eni island o, America, Germany, Chile. Ele wo danfo tabi ke wo Bugatti. Ele wo coste tabi Victoria's Secret. Boyi bo mu vodka, amu gogoro. Boyi bo je boga, maja karate pafo. Akolo bami, akolo bami, akolo bami. Bye bami, Ọlọ́run, Ọlọ́run, bye bami, Ọlọ́run. My life is my life. I go live am as I like, go live am as I like, yeah. Your life is your life. You can live it as you like, go live it as you like, yeah.
Wombalamba skill lie, skill lie. Wombalamba skill lie, skill lie. Originality, photocopy no easy. Originality, photocopy no easy, yeah. This is life for now one time, oh. I beg you know the rush am, oh. If you're ready, then they come, oh. Make you know the beef farm, oh. Packaging, I don't get time for packaging. Get to see Bentley, ilé ayé tún kò pé méjì,
Akolo bami,
has ended. I was just about to dig in.
You know.
Okay, so the first verse of your song,
Yeah.
you were talking about made in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And the first thing I looked at was your hair. So who made this hair?
Of course, it's made in Nigeria. I mean, I didn't have to travel out to make my hair. Basically, we're just promoting originality made in Nigeria.
I can tell someone made this dress for you.
I actually did.
You made it yourself? Okay, so you're a singer, designer.
Yeah.
Philosophical.
I'm yet to discover that.
All right, you just listened to Doyin Sola. Fantastic performance that was. I particularly like your voice.
Thank you.
Now, the song you just performed, you had some popular artists featured on it. You had Nice.
Nice, yeah.
Just Nice, right?
Just Nice on the track, yeah.
And in the video, yes, it was the video that made me say popular artists. You had cameo shots of several celebrities.
Damola Olatunji, Bukola Arugba, J1.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and Nice myself.
Nice. Well done.
Thank you.
I wish you the very best.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so it's time for a short break now. Don't go anywhere. Nollywood actress Moyo Lawal will be joining us on the couch when we get back. Stay with us.
All right, welcome back. Moyo Lawal is a Nollywood actress who made her debut in a television series titled Shallow Waters, which she played the role of Chioma. She hails from Badagry, of course, in Lagos State, and a graduate of creative arts in Unilag. She's also the self-confessed queen of short and fat women. Is that it? Did I get it?
Oh my
Did I get it?
God.
Wait, you self-confessed. You're the one that said it. You gave yourself the crown. Really? Is she hiding her face? Was that not you? Wait, was that not you? Was your account hacked? Was your account hacked? Or was
Can
it
I
not
say
you?
my account was hacked?
Really? Is she hiding her face? Was that not you? Wait, was that not you? Was your account hacked? Was your account hacked? Or was
Can
it
I
not
say
you?
my account was hacked?
I'm asking. It's up to you.
Can my account be hacked by me, like my alter ego? Sort of?
That's possible. It's possible.
It's
Who's
possible,
the alter
innit?
ego?
Well, I think I have an alter ego.
Okay, who's
That's
that
really
alter
crazy.
ego?
Moyo Fierce.
What is that? What differentiates the Moyo Lawal we know and the alter ego Moyo Fierce?
Which Moyo Lawal do you know? And which Moyo Fierce do you know?
Okay, the one we know, the actress, the one that we see out there, the one that makes us laugh, we have fun, you know, and movies and all of that. So, the Moyo Fierce, I think we also see some part of that one. What's the difference between both characters?
Moyo Fierce is the entertainer.
No, okay.
Moyo Lawal is the actress. Yes.
No, okay.
Then Moyo
Okay.
is just a regular, simple.
Okay, let's talk about the entertainer, the one that is controversial, the one that gives us stuff to talk about. There's been so much about you. Just in 2018, you have traded like 2-3 times.
Oh my God.
The first one was with the casket. Now, that was a bold move. You went into, you of course, you were
I was
acting.
filming, yes.
Okay,
I
let's
was
talk about
filming.
that.
I was filming in Owerri, and we had this mortuary scene, and the caskets were all there, and everybody was running. Oh, let's quickly film this scene. And I was looking at this casket like, this look is looking like a, you know, nice something to take picture. You know, you understand me? So I was like looking like, but this casket is kind of dark. Should I use the golden? I said, no, let me not be. Let me just use this one. You know, I just took the pictures, having fun.
Having fun?
Yeah, it's
And
a
then,
mortuary. It's just a coffin.
What were the worst things people told you that you heard about that particular picture?
Oh my God, people said all sorts of things.
What's the worst you hear?
I don't, you know, the thing is, I hear things, I have a selective memory, so I really
Okay.
can't remember.
Okay.
But I know people said all sorts of things. People sent me messages, people called me, my family members called me and said, please now, it's not time yet now. What's going on now?
It's not time, definitely. That was a shoot. Okay, now, for a while, I followed you for a while.
Right.
And I know that, I could say she's Nigeria's Kim Kardashian, or Kim Kardashian want to be, or whatever way you want to put it. I know you've always wanted to, you know, there's a time you mentioned that you would want your perfect man to be a Kanye kind of guy.
Yes.
Somebody that will allow his wife to freely express herself, right? Now, recently, you had a chance. One of your dreams in life was almost fulfilled, right?
What dream is that?
The one of going nude.
How?
But you actually...
Excuse me, can I just arrest this nigga right here?
I know.
How dare he tell me about my dreams? Do you know my dreams?
Okay, you know what happened? You know what happened now?
Okay.
Now, that picture came out now, and
Right.
of course, the illusion was that you were nude.
Yes.
You actually were not. Let's
No.
talk about that picture.
Okay, we're trying to promote like this makeup line, Flawless Beauty by Mimi, and
we're trying to create this illusion of being nude.
Okay.
You know, because, you know.
Okay.
And the thing about the picture is when they send the picture to me, I'm like, oh shit, this thing is not going to go. I can't post it. But I'm looking at the picture and I can't see anything. When you see the picture, what can you see anything?
If you know what I can see, my imagination, what I've seen has passed what is there.
The
imagination man, I've seen plenty.
The truth is that it's just your imagination. There's absolutely nothing to see. They're all dark shadows and stuff. And I was wearing something inside and I was not nude. Okay. Please, I was not nude, guys. Totally not nude.
Okay, but then that caused quite a stir and all of that. Let's talk about acting projects now. You've been in the scene for a very long time. What do you have coming new? What should your fans look out for?
Okay, I just finished filming The Bridal Shower last week. It's a cinema movie, and we're expecting a lot of laugh. There's a lot of killing in it, though. So I'm expecting a lot of you know, but it's a really fun. Yeah, yeah. I like fun things. I think I'm really very boring, so. I think I leave out my adventures on camera. Okay. Basically. So I like to do roles that are really fun. Yeah, roles that push me out of my own comfort zone. You understand me?
I do.
You understand me?
I feel you. You get boyfriend. I'm asking you get boyfriend.
Is that where you were going with that? Is that where you were going with that?
That's the question now. You get boyfriend.
Is that what you're trying to do right now?
You get boyfriend. Maybe, I don't know, there are some people that might want to apply. Maybe me inclusive. You get boyfriend, really. Let's talk about your love life.
I think at this stage of my life, we should be saying, are you married?
No, that's so me. Okay, so...
I don't know, I think I'm just going to jump into the marriage.
How? But really, are
Isn't
you
that
in
possible?
a relationship at this point in time?
Am I really supposed to answer this question?
You are. Because there are people who want to shoot their shots. They need to be sure that the road is clear to shoot their shot.
I think I'm still single. I think that answers the question.
You think? Okay,
I'm still single. I'm not married yet. I'm not a Mrs. yet.
Okay, but you are in a relationship, right? You are.
That answers the question.
Okay, good. You've got your answer there. Yes, she is. If she wasn't, she wouldn't say, she would have said no. Now, you have a wonderful body, by the way.
Thank you.
You know, a number of people have said that, she had a cosmetic procedure or something. Many times you've had to deal with that. And then you've also had to deal with body shaming. In both ways. Now, it's in both ways. For someone to say you've done a cosmetic procedure, that means that there's something that's very nice, that's not so natural. And then people also body shame you. How do you deal with this kind of things? How do you respond to people? I know there was a response you just put out last week or so about body shaming and all that. How do you deal with all of this?
I think for me, I've been able to gain self-confidence over the years. Okay. It didn't come in one day. Okay. You know, being an actor, you get lots of rejections earlier on in your career until you get to a certain level where people call you when they need you. You know, so you understand that, okay, this is working for me and this is fine. Okay. You know, so I've been able to learn that this is my body. And I absolutely love the body that I've been given, and I'm going to basically enjoy it. I think when I started enjoying the body that I'm in, people started to think that I've done surgery. And I started wondering that, no, guys, I'm just Yoruba, basically. You know, and some things come with being Yoruba.
Are you serious?
Yes.
It's Yoruba too.
Well,
that was just a joke.
Well, you know, and on the body shaming aspect, society expects you to be a certain figure, you know, to be like a size 4 or size 0. And I know I'm never going to be any of those sizes. And the same people who try to body shame me are the same people who say Moya has gone for surgery. So I just feel like people are just being hypocritical or just trying to bring me down, and they know it's not going to work, but they're still going to try.
Yeah, many people spec. I just want to show, hands up, if you want anywhere, is Moyo your kind of spec? Seriously, I'm saying hands up now. Is Moyo your kind of spec? I see one hand up, 2, 3. The hands are up. Okay, so, but definitely, the point is that you've grown to that point about you're confident enough that no matter what they say, it doesn't get to you.
No, not anymore.
Okay, so
Not
moving
anymore.
on. Moving on from now, what is it now? You said you leave your most of what you want to do on the screen and all
Yes.
that. Are there any things that you still are pushing forward to that people should look up for? Maybe dreams, things you want to achieve, maybe Hollywood or something.
Yeah, I
know?
definitely want Hollywood because of Hollywood kind of money. I always
Just
say
the
that.
money,
Yes,
yeah?
Hollywood kind of money and Hollywood kind of timeless movies that
Okay.
make that you can watch 10 years after and it's still relevant, you know, and you can play over and over. For that, I really want Hollywood. Then for Nollywood, I'm working towards making my own projects, but people are going to see a completely different side of me.
Do you know you've not done your own project?
No, I haven't actually.
You know, some people, they do, once they ask one movie, they already done their own project. But
No.
you've been there since...
And I've actually been very lucky with work. I always get work. I hardly have time off to concentrate on building my own project. But right now, I want to take time. I'm not taking time off. I'm still working.
You're still working?
Yeah, but I want to work on doing my own project. But it's going to be things that talk about issues that really get to me and stuff, you know.
Wow.
Yes,
I can't wait for
basically.
it. I
Yes.
can't wait for it.
I hope you guys won't sleep off because I know my movies.
No, we won't. Okay, you like food, right? You like food?
Yes.
You love food. Okay, so we have something for you, but then we'll have to lead you to the kitchen. You look lovely, by the way. It's real.
Thank you.
It's real. Everything is real. I said it.
Oh, okay.
Mike, you've been really lucky today.
I said it.
Yeah.
I said
Getting
it.
all you want.
Yes, yes, yes.
All you need.
Yes,
In
yes,
one
yes.
show. Super
Yes,
lucky.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my.
Yes,
indeed. Okay,
Wow.
you're
Hi.
welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you.
Today we made chipsi, mayai, and kachumbari.
So,
Huh?
Why do you have that look on your face?
I don't know what that is.
Don't worry, she'll bring it out for you.
In English, it basically means egg and chips omelette. That's potato chips.
Okay.
Irish potato chips. Then
Inside
this,
the egg.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I added bell peppers and
Oh.
Okay. Don't be frightened though. This is actually egg. It's egg.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
looks like
pizza.
salad. In it, there's tomatoes, there's cucumber, there's avocado, and there's onion. Just
a little
onion.
bit.
No, I like
Then for the-
onions.
yeah.
I like onions.
And then
so
for
it's
the
fine.
dressing, honey, olive oil, black pepper.
Try it. I'm sure you'd love it.
Lemon
Try it.
juice.
I tasted the dressing.
She's frightened.
No, the dressing, I was intrigued because you said honey, olive oil, and black pepper. I've never seen that combination before.
Very nice. It's
Really interesting. Please go ahead.
You also know it's very nice.
Oh yeah.
all this behind my back.
Okay.
I've had a feel of.
Yes. So go ahead. Go ahead. Taste it.
Go ahead.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
You
What?
survive. I
Yeah.
assure you. You'll be all right.
And while she's tasting.
Yeah, I want to say goodbyes to all our guests this morning.
Yes, indeed.
Of course, a big thank you to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
And of course, a big shout out to Fola's Place for styling our hair. Yes, we love the hair.
Yes, we love the hair.
We love it.
Yes, I can see so many people now beginning to take my trend. Honey pots, as well as TT.
Wow.
It's all right.
Mary,
It's all right.
really? Oh, dear me. That was
Oh, did you love it? Did you like it?
Yeah.
What do you think? She's still eating. She's still eating.
I'm a
we're
very
safe.
bush girl, so.
But, thank you to Oyade of Oyade's Kitchen. Thank you so much. We love what you put together.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so we're going to say goodbye and see you again tomorrow, Wednesday,
Yes, so.
for Wake Up Nigeria.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice day. Bye.